Hello, my friends. We are finally starting season 2, episode 13, the final episode of Euphonium, which is like 7 months overdue because apparently that was the last time that I recorded and posted a Euphonium video. Cool. But it was necessary at the time. For those of you who do follow my channel, you saw my posts, my updates, that I had become a caretaker for a family member who had become disabled because of the surgery that he had had. And so I really needed to focus on that. Things were becoming overwhelming. And then even though he's been in the hospital for like multiple months because his care is so intense that he needs that constant medical attention, because of that, I was just so drained and exhausted and tired. I didn't want to do anything. I haven't touched my guitar since like the end of 2019, but just so much was at play that made me realize I haven't been productive. I haven't really been productive in terms of taking care of my home. I haven't been productive in terms of like hobbies and like my career. I let that flatline. And just kind of had reached a really dark spot at the end of this past year that sort of, I was in a really bad, dark place. I let my mind go in a really bad, dark place. And it took me getting into a car accident, which was my fault, to kind of wake me up out of it. So that really kind of woke me up and made me realize I've been wasting so much time, wasting everything that God's given me in terms of talent and time and opportunities and other stuff as well. And I really missed this, and I enjoyed this so much. I would love to do it possibly full time. I don't know what that would look like, and I think I'm kind of far from that, to be honest. Just to be honest with you. So right now, it's kind of about, it's super quiet at work. I work at a restaurant, so usually January, February, and a little bit into March, things get pretty quiet in store, and especially for catering, and I do so much of that, especially catering stuff. So I am looking for another job, actually, that just pays more and has more consistent hours. That's all I really need. The pay that I have is okay, but not that great, and having the inconsistent hours is incredibly frustrating because I never know, am I going to have enough for bills? And if the amount of hours I've been getting recently reflect what I'll be getting for the rest of the kind of this quiet season, it's definitely not enough. I'm not going to have enough to pay my bills or even get groceries or anything like that. So I realized, okay, I need to like get back into the gear and get back into the swing of things, as well as start producing more stuff so that way it justifies, having a Patreon account. And it took actually me accidentally not pausing my December payments to also make me realize, oh, I need to get back into the swing of things. So there is going to be a lot of Patreon-only content. I'm trying to work harder on that so that way it's more, I can incentivize people more. So movie reactions, or at least like live-action movie reactions or non-anime movie reactions are going to be Patreon-only. Anime movie reactions will be Patreon early, and then they'll be released later on for those of you who know how I do things in terms of anime. In terms of live-action TV shows, I'm not going to do those anymore. They're just too much, and they're the reason I actually lost my previous channel, which was almost to 6,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So I'm kind of pulling back and not doing that anymore. I will want to do, once I kind of finish catching up on my animes that I've fallen behind on, I do want to continue on with Retro React, which is when I react to old shows, but that will be Patreon only. Music video reactions will come back. Music Mondays will come back. I need to like repost some old stuff, and then once I do that, new stuff will start coming in. And for anime, it's about finishing what like shows that I'm already invested in, or said I was gonna finish, like Euphonium, the series, as well the movies. And then start getting into the shows that I really like to watch, like K-On! Like I forget the name of it, but it has to do, Keep Your Hands Off My Eyes Again, something like that. That has to do with like anime and drawing and stuff like that, and the art style looks really cool. So there's a lot of anime I would love to get into. I just haven't. I gotta finish what I started first, kind of close a chapter on like the stuff I've been invested in, so I can start doing new stuff. So that's all I've got to say. This is the last episode, of the season, and then we're done. And then we can move on to the movies and other stuff. There's really nothing else to say, so without further ado, let's dive in. That was a cute moment there. And also Shuichi's smile, knowing what that moment meant. Like, Shuichi's a sweet boy, he's a good guy. As someone who's been experiencing more recently nothing but like no good guys in shows, which is part of the reason why I'm not doing live action shows anymore, because they all suck now. And if they don't, I'm like, Of course, since I like K-pop, maybe I could do K-dramas, but it's too much, too much. Oh, my camera! What happened? Oh, there we go. Are you mad? Are you upset? My chihuahuas right here. Am I talking too loudly? I'm the only one home, so I'm the body she goes to. This is a very well-rounded band. They've got their oboes, they've got their bassoons, they've got like a... So they have actually a really well-rounded band. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Because she knew they didn't have... Because they're good. Okay, so the 30ers chose. This is why she chose them, because of their dynamic, their energy, and they balance each other. So 30ers are officially done. Final episode, early spring. And they're done with the band, so they're not even there anymore. They're done, they finish, and they get to focus on... Oh, the 30ers are all gone now. That is difficult. She is such a fascinating lady. We could keep getting these kind of interesting insights to her. She's not good at music, but she loves music. She's supportive of the arts. See, I wouldn't mind a sax-kun if it didn't have that face. Why can't it have a cute face, like Tuba-kun? Mm. Mm. I love how those two are like supporting her, like, go get him. Okay, waiting to send the poor boy mixed signals. Thanks, Al. So after that, so it's only been like a couple weeks since they finished band. So that's kind of interesting that they they finished the season, band's done. Now they get to focus on their schoolwork and other stuff. So they get to take a breather. And focus on what little time they have left of their third year, which is actually kind of nice. I think the exhausting thing about at least band where I am, high school band, is that it was all year round. Unless you did like some people only did concert band, so you could only do concert band. You didn't have to do marching band, but if you were in marching band, you were in concert band. So I did band all year round, even as a senior, because I was like, even after the like, yeah, like even as a senior, I was doing stuff all the way up till my last year, my last few days. It's exhausting, so exhausting. I wish I could have just spent like kind of retired and spent like the last few months or last couple of months focusing on school. Was that one from her sister? Yeah. Oh, okay. So she mentally like connects those two. 7 in the morning. So I could still play. Well, she loves it. She's gonna keep playing. Aw. Suga's come to mean a lot to her then. Asuka. Asuka. Did she? That's cute. I love when they do. I'll exhale, pause again. So either her playing has gotten so much better, or maybe there's like a sadness to it now, like Asuka had. Asuka. Asuka. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's all I had to say. There's something lovely though and different about talking about mail. It's very purposeful in this like sending text. Hmm. Wow, like half the band was third years. That's hard. By the time I graduated, there's only 5 or 6 of us. Most of the people were freshmen or underclassmen. Oh my gosh, sweet. He's goofy. It's funny too. He's a catch. Gee, I wonder who filmed her. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Oh, so they had their own piece to practice for their graduation. That's cool. Nice, a little jazz piece. Ooh, they're losing some bass clarinets and then drummer. Oh, I think the drummer might be the underclassman, I'm not sure. Piccolo player, saxophonist. I love how we're getting close-ups of all the characters that we really just haven't touched on. That were just background characters. Losing a bass clarinist, a bassoonist. Nice. Oh, she's conducting. Nice, cute. So now we get to hear it again, but with like less people. They still got like 3 tuba players. They're gonna have to find another tuba player for next year, at least because 2 will be gone after the year after next. She's such a softie. It gets better every time I hear it. Oh, I love the motions of like her hand adjusting as she's playing, and kind of her grip shifting. Go in the back room. They went through a lot in a year with that. And we established she's a good trumpeter, but the other girl wanted more and a little better too. That's cool that she's conducting. Oh, these little flashbacks. This is cool. And what's cool about this is this mixing of new footage and old footage, so we can hear this really kind of fun performance. We save some money by kind of adding like a filter over it and re-adding old footage so it keeps the cost down. Not much talking in here. Now, I don't know if they're using the same recording as before, or if they're using like a more of a chamber or smaller orchestra and re-recorded it. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is like a smart way of like again saving money, adding old footage, reminding us, hey, this is where we've come, this is how far we've come in a year. We've accomplished a lot, we've changed a lot. And not just the main characters, which we see all the time, but also it's kind of a reminder there are so many side characters that again, animated with individual faces and hair colors and slight changes, but in a way that like minus not just our main characters with their dialogue. There's a bunch of other people who were affected and changed and grew and they get to graduate and move forward. Nice. That was good. Oh. First years are cleaning. Asuka senpai. Asuka. She left already. Hmm. That's valedictorian. Gosh. Hmm. Well, she's reading something. That's just a speech she wrote. Oh, those flutes, right? The clarinets. Oh. Aww. Girls running around the whole school. Probably sweating up a storm. Yes, she is. You can see. With a really bad performance. I remember that. It was funny. She slipped away. She's a smart cookie, that's why. And I thought her relationship with Reina, was gonna be her big factor. Asuka. Oh, comfort the little squishy. She loves doing that to her. Oh, come on. Nice. Footprints. Good stuff. Oh. So it was that relationship that kind of changed her almost the most. I think we were all expecting that to be Rana. I think her interaction with Rana, I don't think that changed it. I think that's a bit of a flat arc there. That didn't change. Just they became more comfortable with each other. But Asuka. Asuka. Sound Euphonium. Oh my gosh! It's full circle! I love it. Full circle. QPK. Oh, my heart. Oh, that was such a squishy ending. Ooh, nice. Little it is 3D work we're seeing here. Oh, this was with the piece too. Season 1 ended like this. I guess the idea was that this was the official end of the chapter. The next piece begins, yeah. But that's interesting. I was expecting that. Like, I knew their dynamics. I guess I was so focused on Shuichi and Reina and her other friends that I didn't quite. Maybe I did pick up on it in some regards in the previous episodes, but I didn't quite realize how much Asuka? Asuka. Asuka. How much she influenced Kumiko. And what role she played in encouraging her and to be more honest and to strive and to not be kind of cowardly, which she was super cowardly in the beginning of the series. And that was a relationship that was so there. It was like right there, but like also under the radar. Like their friendship and dynamic. Oh, that was lovely. Absolutely enjoyed it. Sorry. Okay. Absolutely enjoyed it. Beautiful animation, the storyline, the writing, the voice acting is always so good. The voice actress for Kumiko is so good when she just her little voice shakes and just stuff like that. Anything by Kyo Annie is gonna be a beautiful mixture of talent plus hard work plus talent plus hard work. That's pretty much it. And people who genuinely care to tell a story, care for their craft. It comes through really shining with this. I know while watching this, I had complaints about a lot of American shows because it's just you could tell when you're watching a show when people don't care for their craft anymore, or don't care for the project, where they become aimless, and so the writing is not very good, and unfortunately people are stuck in contracts. So you see the actors trying to give it their all and do a good job, but the writing is just terrible. And Supergirl was an example of that. The writing just, and that wasn't just that show, like multiple CW shows are like that. It's like, what happened? You have no idea where you're going, do you? Not that you need an end-all be-all for a show, but it's usually good to have a good idea of like how you want to progress the character, and maybe like how you might want to end the story. The question is how long it takes to get to that ending, perhaps. And obviously, you know, with anime and they have kind of mangas and light novels to kind of work off of. But they also change things a lot too, sometimes, depending on the series. Dynamics or character interactions, dialogue, stuff like that. What else was going this? But it is really enjoyable and fun to watch a show where everyone knows what they're doing. They're great professionals. They're talented. And they know where they're going. They haven't given up on the projects. And after experiencing so many shows that it's like, well, maybe talent's not there, or production's not there. Maybe they don't have the ability, or maybe they're just terrible at what they do. This is not the case, obviously. It's the complete opposite. So, I think I've said this before in the past. I said if you want someone to get into anime, but you don't want to overwhelm them with the weird parts of anime, and I don't mean like the gross, like, parts. I mean like the, you know, weird shows and the animations or stuff like that. I'd always recommend anything by KyoAni. Probably wouldn't do, unless they like the visuals, wouldn't do Violet Evergarden, because Violet Evergarden's kind of, it's just like almost a series of standalone stories, so you're kind of trying to figure out where the heck the show's going. With HBK Euphonium, there's an arc, you know where the character's going, the characters have a goal, and that's what they're trying to achieve. And so introducing people to things like this, or even to really good writing in movies, is always a good way of easing people in. For sure. Though maybe not your parents, because my mother, when she watches, always says, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? I don't understand. And it's like, you would if you watched the movie. Alright, anyway. Love the show. I'm so glad I could finally finish it. Well, I've only finished recording it. I still have to record the episode footage and do the editing. But, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your patience. This is only the beginning. We've only just started to kind of get back into the swing of things. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.